Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro, friends. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Elixir Specialty Coffee. Looks like whiskey, feels like tea, made from coffee, and unlike anything you've ever tasted before, Elixir is a ready-to-go bottled beverage that will open your mind to the different ways that you can experience coffee. Head to elixirspecialtycoffee.com and use code IMAPITFORWARD to get 10% off your first order today. Today on the Daily Coffee Pro by Map It Forward, we are talking about the social media fatigue. As some of you may know who follow Matt Perger, Matt has decided to shut down all his social media and head over to Telegram. And this is something that has been weighing on my mind for the last couple of years. It was a really great break for me when I finished with my music career that I no longer had to post on social media every day. But I do for my businesses. And I know that there are a lot of business owners out there that are starting to feel the fatigue of having to keep up with what's happening with social media. And in coffee, it's another one of those things of, well, how many latte art pictures can you post? How many different photos can you really post of your cafe and of your coffee bags and of all of that kind of stuff? And it's starting to become really frustrating, and business owners are getting fatigued by it. Add to that the fact that Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, has had like an atomic bomb put through it, and with regards to the algorithm, and everybody's reach has gone down to zero. So we're pretty much all starting back at nothing with regards to the organic reach that we have to our audiences. Now, for those of you who are new to social media or using social media for your businesses, what that means is that if you have a business account rather than a personal account, what the algorithm does is it requires you to do a number of things to extend the reach that your posts have. So what would be ideal is that every time someone posts a photo, it gets shown to their Instagram following. Whoever's following them gets to see the picture in the timeline that it is shown, but that's not what happens. And a lot of businesses this year have taken a hit, mine included, particularly my online business has taken a massive hit with regards to the amount of reach that my products are getting, Elixir in particular, are getting through social media. And what happens is the algorithms are conditioned this way so that we spend money on advertising to boost the reach of our posts. Facebook did this back in the day. It would have been about 6-7 years ago at least. When I was in my music business, I'd spent loads of time and effort trying to get my Facebook fan page for my music business up to almost 5,000 people. And it was a lot of work back then, a lot of engagement, but it was easier because, your posts were being shown to your fans. And then in one day, they throttled it. They decided they were going to take the organic reach down to between 0 and 2%. And were trying to force us all into paid advertising. And what happened then was I was one of them. It's like, fuck Facebook. And now that's happening again with Instagram, not surprisingly, given that it is owned by Facebook. But when you add that to the fact that we've all, as business owners, been working so hard at building the following that we have on social media and trying to come up with interesting content, then to have this algorithm come in as a massive fuck you when it comes to all of it, it really becomes disheartening with regards to, sorry, we've got someone in the background today. It's all good. It all becomes quite disheartening when you put in all of this effort as a way to try and create engaging content, and the algorithm itself takes away all of that effort and makes you want to restart again. And Matt was right when he was like, well, fuck Zuckerberg, because, and, who knows, this may end up getting taken down when the version of this video that goes up on IGTV goes up, because the algorithm picks up all that shit anyway. But it really is disheartening as a business owner, and it creates a sense of fatigue. The stress of having to make sure that you post every day, the stress of making sure that you're creating engaging content, your pictures look pretty, you waste money on photographers, you spend time every day. Like in these posts, putting up meaningful posts takes forever. Like it's not just as easy as let's just take a picture and put it up. Now it's got to, not only does it have to be pretty, but it's got to be engaging. And the algorithm rewards you for authentic engagement. So for me, I really am looking at different options that will make sense to my business, that aren't heavily reliant on these social platforms. So for me, I would much rather look at how can I take this, how can I create engagement on my website? How can I perhaps be creating more engagement through my mailing list? How can I perhaps find a platform that isn't going to be as discriminatory as what I think platforms like Instagram and Facebook are? It's just a fucking waste of time. But at the same time, that's where everybody is. And so it's strange times. I know earlier this year I did an episode of the Daily Coffee Pro on what had happened with the algorithm. Well, this many months later, and nothing seems to have changed. It's still hard. Engagement is getting lower still. And the fatigue is definitely setting in. It's October now, and we've been all slogging it out all year, 10 months. And you just think, okay, so it should go that the more effort I put in, the more results I'm getting. But with social media, it doesn't seem to be happening that way. And I've been speaking to some marketers lately that are typically very, very successful at the marketing that they do through social media, and they are finding the exact same results. They're finding that they just can't get the wins. So I don't know what the solutions are. I would love to know what you guys think the solutions are, because social media is not just for businesses. It's for people that are looking to engage and learn and connect, and that's what Map It Forward is about. We're not here to sell product. We're not here to push a particular. We're not selling anything to you. This is other than our workshops, but that's as an aside. We're here to create a platform of information. We're here to bring a community together, to have discussion. And when social media gets in the way of that and requires us to spend money to boost posts so that you get access to them, well, that becomes a problem, because it means that, well, we can't keep the content free then. And so I'm in two minds about what we do. Do we just make it a mailing list based thing, which may work, but that will require everyone to actually open the emails that we send? And at the moment, like our open rate is fantastic compared to the rest of the industry and most people. It's up anywhere between 30 and 40%. But for us to have any kind of real engagement and impact with regards to that, and start paying for a service where people can start commenting and engaging on mail out content, we need pretty much 80% of the people who receive our emails to open them. So I don't mind paying for that service as long as we're actually going to start seeing some results. But I would love to hear what you guys think. Is this something that you've been thinking about? Are you, as a business owner, fatigued by having to keep up with social media and seeing nowhere near as many results as you should be seeing for all the effort that you're putting in. What's your alternative to all of this? I'd love to hear what you've got to say and any ideas you've got to share. Please put them in the comments below, or head to our Instagram and comment when you see this video. Peace, love, and peanut butter, friends. Have an amazing rest of your day.